Good morning. In this video I will talk about mindfulness of feelings. Uh, Feelings of anxiety, of mindfulness of depression. They are, all of them are feelings or emotions. I will not now go in the difference between emotion and feelings. For now it is not important. It is important to know when these feelings enter your brain. At that moment you should catch them, label them. Okay, so observing thoughts is very important. I have made video about that, mindfulness of thoughts, but thoughts is not observing the thoughts is not enough. Okay, when we are angry or worry, uh, we are completely focused or engrossed in the anger or the worry. So you are not aware that you are angry. You are not aware that you are worried. So you cannot say to yourself at the moment when you are very angry or very worried, it is very difficult, or you are not aware of it. So you cannot say to yourself, I am aware that now I am angry. If you can do that, then you will make a distance between you and your anger. This distance is therapeutic, so it is uh, good, and it will alleviate or decrease your anger or your worry or your guilt or you will make a distance. This distance is safe and also therapeutic. You can more watch without making comments, without reaction also. So this is why it is very important for OCD therapy. Okay, so feelings and emotions were playing with you and with your head, sometimes without noticing it. We want you to be aware of your emotions and your feelings. It is very important. If false feelings or OCD feelings enters false feelings or OCD feelings enter your brain, it can create a lot of negative thoughts and a negative emotion. It will create havoc. So it is very important to be aware of them at the moment of entering. When they enter, you are aware, not before and not after. Okay, I have explained before why it should be at the moment. You catch the thief when he enters your house, not before, not after. Okay, so the same is with feelings, with emotions, with feelings, with thoughts. You catch them at the moment when they enter your uh, head. Okay, so it is very important to know that, because if you catch them before they came, then you are expecting the fear, expecting the worry. This will create also fear and worry in you. If you catch them later, then in the time between they have entered and in the time you catch them, you were aware of them, then they have destroyed the city, they have destroyed your house, they have you have eaten the bait. So it is very important to decrease this time. To make the time you are aware of your thought or your emotion at the beginning, when it enters your head. Okay. Emotion and feelings can be watched or observed directly. Simply you watch a specific feeling of anger, of worry, of fear, without any comment, without any addition, only observing. And after that you relabel it. This is worry, this is fear, this is sadness, this is guilt, this is anxiousness, this is depression, this is helplessness. Most of the time, this is difficult, or you still didn't develop the capability of be aware of your emotion or your feelings. So this is why you can also use breathing at the same time. Okay, so the same with mindfulness of thoughts. We have done that uh, while you are focused on breathing. The same thing we will do it here, but for feelings or emotions. Okay, so you sit quietly in a place, you focus on your breathe or on your nostrils, air in, air out, while at the same time notice when a feeling or an emotion comes up. When it comes, say emotion and come back to your breathing. Come back to your breathe. Do not make any comment, do not describe, do not add anything. Okay. Uh, the fear or anxiety can manifest itself sometimes indirectly. So you feel the the fear and anxiety not directly but indirectly, maybe in your body, in your shoulder, neck, hands, the legs, your stomach. You feel tense, your brain is foggy, uh, a quick, fast heart beating, faster, faster, and fast, making your palms sweat. Okay, so it can manifest itself in different forms. Recognizing this range of manifestations of anxiety is very important. Okay, so you should be aware of these signals because sometimes you cannot observe your fear, maybe especially at the beginning or when you have a bad relationship with your emotion or your feelings. So you can focus more directly on the manifestations of your emotions, the manifestations of your feelings in your body. Okay, it is very important to be aware and to recognize these manifestations or symptoms of anxiety. Why? So that you become aware. Why? So that you relabel them. You put a label. You say it is anxiety, it is OCD again, it is. So it is very important to know all of the OCD manifestations. OCD, okay, the obsessions, the bad brain signals, the deceptive brain signal, the false brain signals manifests itself uh, in different forms. It is important to be aware of that. It manifests itself in thoughts, feelings, emotions, in your body, sensations, memories sometimes. Okay, so it is very important to make the connection so that you put a label. At the end, you put a label. This is the first step in the therapy. Okay, we have 4 steps in the therapy. This is the first step. After that, we can decrease the step. It will be not 4, but it will be less. But okay, at the beginning, we are not talking at the beginning. For the first step, it is very important that you can relabel. You put a label on this thought or on this feeling or on this body sensations, on this memory, on this thing. Then you put a label, you say OCD. This is OCD. This is it. Okay. Uh, we try always when try you should try always when you relabel, you use one word, maximum 2 words, but not more than that because otherwise you will be commenting or describing or adding, and we don't want that. We don't want that. We want you to make only to recognize, only to not to add anything, not to comment. Simply you label one word, and it is the truth. So in fact, you are not really judging and adding a lot. This is why we want to prevent that you add a lot, so that you will deform and you will enter in the story, and then you will get involved in the emotion and the feeling of the story of the OCD. You become engrossed and trapped. So you say one word and you go back. Okay, this is what we want. This is what we meant by relabeling or labeling. Okay, relabeling decreases the emotional content of the OCD story. Okay, especially if you catch it in the beginning. In the beginning, you relabel, and but we will come later to another maybe another exercises. Okay, thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.